Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina. Today we're going to be getting into nails. Now, I have some really long natural nails, and that's kind of been a thing that I've noticed that people really like, specifically more on my Instagram. But obviously, like, I'm into hair care. I'm also into nail care. More recently, I would say within the last year, maybe not even that, but I am huge into growing out my nails long and beautiful, and I want to show you guys just my basic French manicure, what I do, what products I use and swear and breathe and live by, and show you how you can easily learn to do this for yourself. You don't have to go to the salon to get a salon-worthy manicure that honestly lasts longer than the salon. So I'm going to teach you how you can do it yourself, some products that will really make the process be streamlined, and just some tips and tricks. So let's get into it. Sorry if this is like filmed weird. I am doing this on my bed, and I figured that this is probably the easiest way that I can show you, just the way that it films. So I apologize in advance if it's filmed kind of odd, but these are the products that we're going to be using today. This is just a nail polish remover. This one's 100% acetone. I actually don't like this one. It makes my fingers really dry, so that's a shame, but I do like the way that this removes nail polish, like the actual content. So I'll show you a very rough nail file. I like this because it really can take down a lot of length of my nails without me having to use a clipper. I just don't really like to use clippers. This is going to be a detail brush for when I'm doing my design. This is my current design. I actually really love it, and I wasn't anticipating to do a new design as quickly, but I'm just going to take off probably this hand just because this is my best hand. I can do my left hand and my right hand pretty similarly, but I'm going to just do my left hand with my right hand, which is my dominant hand, just to show you today. But I'm telling you that with practice you can get really good really quick. You can also see just the length of my natural nails. They are getting pretty long. Haven't broken yet, fingers crossed. So this is my current jewelry setup as well, just with my nails. All right, and then I'm gonna use the Olive in June. This is CCT nail polish. This one is probably my most used one. I did use the Essie Mademoiselle, and I really liked it, but I experimented with it and ruined it, so that happened. But I like this because it's pretty milky and it helps mask any details that you mess up on, so I'll show you how that works. Then we're going to use also the Olive in June HD white. I have a few whites that I use. I honestly alternate. I don't think that this white is better than any other whites, but this is just the one that I'm going to use today. This is a nail hardener. I don't have a preference on nail hardeners. I do usually use a Sally Hansen one, or I use this one. I honestly alternate that as well, but I'm just going to use this one today because it's the first one I found, but I don't find, I guess nail hardeners do work because my nails grow really long, but I will give a disclaimer that my nails naturally are pretty long. So last but not least, this is your magic. This is the best product I've ever used in my entire life, and we'll explain why in a little bit, but this is going to be our top coat. So I'm going to take off my current nail polish. I also do have a really old paper towel that I'm just going to be using as well, but I'm going to be taking off my left hand. Now, I told you guys that I really liked this nail polish remover. I'm going to show you why. The inside of this it's not a foam. I was having issues where I was using it so frequently because I do my nails about weekly. I was using it and the foam would wear down so quickly. This has like a plastic inside that's prickly, and it just scrubs off your nail polish pretty easily. So I'm gonna just take off all my nail polish and then we'll be back. All right, so you can see that my fingers are really dry, like super dry. I honestly hate how that acetone does my nails. I forgot to get regular nail polish remover. I wanted to point out one other product that I'm looking for, that I use. So this is my nails. This is how long they are, what they look like. They look a little bit rough right now because they're so dry from that acetone, but I'm just going to show you what I do, and you can follow me along the process. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file. I'm going to use the more rough edge, and I'm just going to file my nails. I know most people say don't go back and forth. Listen, I'm lazy. I want to get to the good part. I want to get to the painting. So I go back and forth. Sometimes I'll go like this, but I also like to just kind of get the sides a little bit, keep them extra straight. I did have like coffin nails, but I didn't really like having coffin nails after a while, and I just was like, I feel like the straight ones look so much nicer on my hand shape. So definitely do like designs that look best on your hand shape. I think everybody has different types of hands. I am very much blessed with like slim fingers, like long dainty fingers, so I feel like these are just kind of like a nice extension. But I do trim them every time just a little bit to make them, you know, even, and just kind of like refresh the ends. And if I feel like they're getting to the point where they're so long they're gonna break pretty easily, I'll trim them down just a little bit. I'm still waiting for this finger to grow out a little bit more, but that's okay. Oh, and I didn't get all the nail polish off of this one. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in with this cuticle thingamajig, and I just go in and I just get my cuticles. I just go in and get my cuticles. Also, I really apologize in advance. I've never done a nail video, so I'm just kind of trying this setup. Obviously some things might be upside down for you guys, and not perfect, and I'm really sorry in advance. This is kind of my guinea pig video for nail stuff, but bear with me. So I do want to tell you guys, I used to push back whatever was on top of my nail. What I found was, though, when I pushed back the top of my nail cuticle, it actually would take off some of my nail layer, and then I would have a whole bunch of divots in my nail. My nail wouldn't be as strong long term when I was doing that. And I feel like also just like the natural oils of having that extra layer of skin or cuticle or whatever it is kind of helpful. So I just leave it on there, and I just get like mostly like the big parts of my actual cuticle. I don't push back my cuticles anymore. So just a tip from somebody that's been doing it a while. If you want to grow your nails super long, I highly recommend just getting the very basic cuticle so that you can push your nail polish as far as you want. I have been meaning to get like a little clipper to kind of clean up the actual edges of my nails, because they do look a little bit crispy, especially right now with this acetone. I know that they look a little bit crispy, but it's okay. Once you get some moisturizer going, that'll look better too. But I just wanted to show you guys my process of what this looks like. I am a huge nail person, never used to be. Now, what kind of pushed me into it was I was watching Allie Glines on YouTube, and she was doing like a whole bunch of nail stuff, and I was like, wow, that's so awesome. And I was like, I want to just love my nails. And like, I also think that your nails being well maintained is a sign of showing that you like really care about your health. I don't know, that's just kind of like me, like it shows that you care. And so I was like, I just want to pretend like I care. So that's how that happened. So now I'm gonna put this nail revitalizer. It dries really quick. It's actually super shiny. If you're just looking for like a shiny coat that adds a little bit of strength to your nails, this is a good one. So I'm just gonna go in and add it. I'm not very particular about making sure it's layered nice or anything like this, because it's gonna dry so quick, and it's just going on under everything else. So I'm just putting that on. I've never, like, I'm always doing it for myself a different way, like just kind of sitting here, like doing it on my lap. So this is kind of weird for me to do it like in front of a camera. But I know that like there are people out there that could definitely use this. So I want to share with you my easy home manicure techniques. Okay, so now we're gonna let this dry. It won't take that long. I do have a little bit of glitter here underneath this layer, but that's okay. So now we're gonna just get right in to the white nail polish. So this is how I do my manicure, my Frenchie specifically. I'm going to show you the little hacks that I've noticed. I'm gonna mix up some of this nail polish, and we're just gonna talk through it step by step. So here is this, my nail polish. So you can try to make like a French layer, but I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not gonna happen. You don't wanna load up your nail polish too much you don't want to load up your nail too much with nail polish, but you do want to put a decent coat on there. Now, we're not going to go over this we're not going to go over this coat twice, so we need to make sure that the nail polish that's white that we're using is really, really opaque. I do have a mini, I should have shown you guys, I do have a mini nail polish remover here. This is mostly for my brush. Now, this is a tiny little brush. I think I got it at like Walmart or something. And I'm just gonna dip it in here and I'm gonna get some nail polish remover on it. It will remove the little layer of hardening stuff underneath, but it's not bad. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in the middle. You don't want the nail polish to be too wet and you don't want it to be too dry. When it's too dry, it's going to, we'll probably see, I don't know, it's going to move the polish and kind of tug it. See how it kind of tugs the nail polish a little bit with it? Which is fine. It doesn't look bad because we're actually gonna put a layer on top. And thankfully I still have some time and some leniency, but I'm going to not focus on moving the brush. I'm just going to slightly nudge this brush along that line that I've created. So then there's my first nail. Now, obviously you can see on the outside here that there is some extra nail polish. So what I can do is I can take it off with this brush, or I'm probably just gonna go in later and I'm going to take off, oh no, I messed up. I'm going to take off that post nails. Like I don't wanna mess up this beautiful Frenchie that I have. So I'm gonna show you just a quick close-up of what it looks like, and I'll do a close-up of my next nail so you can get an idea of what that'll look like. Now, I know it looks like I did it easily, and I'll be honest, it is pretty easy once you get some practice in. Maybe 2 or 3 manicures and you'll be smooth sailing. So I'm gonna show you, you can do a few at a time. I'm gonna show you this nail. I'm gonna layer on some nail polish. I really would encourage only putting the nail polish as high as you really need, as high as that far edge will be. You don't need it to be much more than that because it's just gonna gunk up this brush and you're gonna regret it. So I'm gonna hold my hands like this, and you can see the way that I'm positioning my fingers, and you can press it just right here in the middle and you can see it's already starting a little bit of a nail polish kind of, I don't know what I'm saying, a line, right? And then I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna turn it. Now you can see it's still a little bit wet the way that it is pulling the polish. So I probably should have given it a little bit more time to dry. But what I'm gonna do, and you don't want this to be too wet. If your little brush is too wet, it's going to bleed the polish. So you just go like this. And I'm going to just go on this side now and go straight up. And it's okay if it's not perfect because this milky polish here is going to go over it. And so that's gonna make your Frenchie look more concise and put together. So if it's not perfect, that's okay. There's some other little tips and tricks that you'll see, but you can see here, I have my 2 fingernails and they're looking pretty good. Obviously, maybe not 100% perfect, but really, really good start. So now I'm just gonna go on to the next nail. And the great thing about this is the way that it positions, the way that your nail like positions, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, I forget. Oh, the great thing about this is it's what makes it so easy is you're not actually drawing the nail, like the design, you're just taking out the nail polish in that area. So this shape brush is really, really perfect. So I'm gonna go in. You can even push down like this. See how it kind of creates a lip? That's not necessarily preferable, but it's doable. And then see how it kind of bleeds? That's because my brush is a little bit too wet and the nail polish hasn't dried enough. So I'm gonna go in And you'll learn as you go kind of that fine, perfect balancing act. And you can see it's starting to bleed a little bit in that crevice. That's also because of the wetness of both of my products here. So this could probably go a little bit deeper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off my brush a little bit because you don't want to bleed some of this product. And I'm going to push it down in the middle just a little bit, and then I'm going to twist my fingers so it pulls the polish up, and we're going to clean this up a little bit more. This one's probably not going to be perfect, and if you mess up, totally cool. Just dip your finger in your nail polish remover, add a quick layer, and start over. It's okay. So there we go. That's not great. That's not perfect, but I would like, honestly, for it to be a little bit further down, just a little bit, but now you can see that drag that it's gonna create when I'm doing this. See that drag? That's because my nail polish is getting too dry. But that's okay. I'm gonna just take a little bit of nail polish remover here on this brush like I've been doing, and I'm just gonna clean it up, and it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it work. And I'll get all of the details out later. I'm just gonna try to get this little bit here. We'll try to fix the details. Now, not perfect with this line, but not bad either. And I'm gonna show you kind of how we can mask that. So we're gonna just go into the next one. And once you get quick with it, what I've started doing once I get quick is I'll do multiple nails at once. And I'm really just trying to focus on getting it on one swipe, not worrying if it's perfect, and then just moving on to the next one. But an important tip, see that inside corner? You have to make sure that that's your highest point, because if that is not your highest point, then you're gonna, and everything else looks good, then the nail polish is not gonna look as perfect when it comes to your Frenchie. Your highest point is always on the outside, so that's gonna probably leave you with some more to clean up. And my nail polish is getting kind of dry because I'm running out. But it's important that you make sure that your outside corners are high. Like, that's probably not high enough for me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna make it work anyways. So I'm going to push this down and then just twist with my fingers. And this is how I can do my Frenchie with any nail color. And sometimes you can try to push that nail polish in the side. You could probably see here. I'm gonna try to fill that in. Oh man, it didn't fill in as perfectly. And sometimes when you're trying to fix that and you're filling it in, like I do all the time, it will get too thick and it'll just make so much polish pool up in that crevice of your finger. It is not fun to fix. So I highly recommend just doing it right the first time. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna try to pull some of this down to clean it up a little bit while it's still wet, just because there's so much there. All right, and then we're gonna go on to that last fingernail. So not perfect, but not bad either. So this last fingernail is my pinky. I'm gonna polish it up, make sure that outside is getting filled in. And I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer, but I know that there's probably some serious beginners out there. Make sure that your polish is going over your natural nail. If your natural nail is starting to peek out, it's not gonna look good. It's going to look, oh, real quick. I don't know if you saw that, but I got a thick, fat chunk of polish on my brush. Do not keep going if you have a thick, fat chunk of polish. You need to take your brush and you need to wipe it off, because that will just spread and you'll get a goopy mess and you'll get so irritated with yourself. You're like, I'm done doing my nails forever. So keep it clean, keep it simple. That's what we're trying to do here. I don't remember what I was saying, but But yeah, so this is my nails. For the sake of this video, because I mean, like I said, I'm not used to doing my nails like this. They don't look perfect, but they don't have to look perfect. Like this is pretty good start in terms of the ends. So now here's where the magic is gonna happen. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna put this away. This thumb should now be dry. We should be good rocking and rolling when it comes to this thumb. The magic happens when you get a nice milky natural color like this one. This is one of my personal favorites. And you put it over. So it's actually gonna layer over the entire nail. And the reason being is that it provides it kind of like glues everything together. So I'm gonna show you. I'm running out of this, so it is weirdly sticky and it's not in perfect condition, but I'm gonna show you. So this is where the magic happens. We're going to take this. You always start in the middle, and you're just going to coat your nail with it. Because it's milky looking, it will kind of mask the nail polish issues that you might have. So if you're like my line's not perfect, it's not going to be as noticeable when you're using a topper like this. Now, like I said, my topper is really dried out. Like it's getting low, so it's just drying out. But I'm going to show you. I'm just going to do all my nails. We're going to put a thick, nice layer of this over everything. And if you really feel like your lines are not as perfect as you need or you want, you can go in and you can put another layer. It does not look bad. It makes your nail look a little bit more white, if that makes sense. But it doesn't look bad, so. See how it kind of just like milks out everything? I seriously need to buy a new one. I get mine for reference at Target. See how it's kind of clumpier on some applications than others? Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but the good thing is it does kind of level itself out pretty well. Yeah, see, like that's the thicker layer that I was hoping for. Now I can go in, oh, I messed up right here. That's okay, that's okay. No panicking, no panicking. I think I have something that might fix that. I was thinking about going in with a second layer. I'm probably going to go in with another layer now, just because I feel like it needs a little more milkiness, and I kind of want that right now. I want more of like a pinky milkiness. So, ooh, I got a hair. Oh, dang it. Now this might happen too. I have Australian Shepherds. You might get hairs. If you're pretty far in the process of doing your nails, don't pull them. It will literally just ruin your nail polish. Look at this. I'll use my other hand. Look at that long hair. I don't know if that's hair or if that's polish. I think it's a hair. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna really try to coat my brush, and we're gonna go in with a 2.0. I think it might be that my nail polish is getting kind of goopy. So you can see how it kind of blurs that line of your natural nail and your manicure. Now I know my hands look a little bit crispy right now, and you're like, Christina, this looks awful. I promise you it's gonna look pretty good at the end. And the magic is the topper coat. So oh my gosh. Yeah, you can see like how goopy this is. I need more. Oh my gosh. I might have just ruined my nails by putting this second coat, and I'm gonna argue that it's because of the goopiness of this, and I am so sorry, but you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. You can go as milky as you want. I'm going milky today. That's the theme of this one, is extra milky nails. Let's see. All right, so got some hairs going. Okay, so this is the status of my nails currently. This is the middle of the process. You can see that the lines of just any errors have pretty much been blurred for the most part. And it's not looking too bad. Now, obviously I do have some nail polish on the outside. My fingers are dry as heck. But we're going to try to mask this with this product here. Now, this is the world's best nail polish topper. I'm going to tell you a few reasons why as we go through. So, listen close. All right. First of all, I just want to point out, don't be afraid to put a thick layer of this on, okay? There's never too much with this product, and you want it to go almost off the edge of your nails. The way that this dries makes your nails look like gel, and it's almost like a magnifying glass effect. What am I saying? So you put on a really thick layer, and it's going to kind of shrink up on the outsides. You might find that it'll have, I don't know if I have it now, as it ages, it'll have a shrinkage on the corners or on the outside of your nail. That's fine because your nails will never trip. Your nails will never chip. So I would rather have that anyways. So you just put on a big fat layer of this stuff, and it kind of like magnifies all of the imperfections and like blurs them. It's almost like a blurring kind of thing. And you'll find that your nails will dry super quick. I literally have taken a shower like 5 to 10 minutes after putting this on, no matter how thick my nail polish is. It's one of those products that's not just like topically like dry, but like it makes your nails actually dry. I am so glad I came across this. You can get it on Amazon too for $11, or you can get it at Target. That's where I originally got it, and I think I paid like $10 for one bottle. So definitely order online. I have a spare bottle in my stash because this stuff is incredible. And you just put it on, and it makes your nails look like you have a gel effect. I cannot even begin to tell you guys how many times I have had people tell me, oh my gosh, your nails are so beautiful, like where do you get them done? And I'm like, I literally do them myself. So I know it looks like a thick layer, but it's going to give your nails that gel effect just having this topper on top. So this is kind of the process of my nails. Now I'm going to give this a second to dry, and then we'll come back on camera and I'm going to clean up my nails and I'm going to moisturize my hands, and you can see kind of the final product of what this manicure looks like. But in terms of my nails, I'm not doing anything else. I'm literally just did this and I'm done. I absolutely love doing French manicures. I'm telling you, take some time, like love the process. I don't think of it as a chore. I used to think of nails as a chore and kind of like an anxiety builder, but now it's a decompressor for me. I go in, even on this hand, you can see, this is, oh gosh, I want to say like 5 days old. I've been surfing with them. They've gone through a lot already in their short lifetime, these cute little flowers. I have to say, like, it is so rewarding and so fulfilling just doing your own nails. Getting compliments on them is so fun and so enjoyable. I've been working on different designs and just kind of like growing my nail expertise, and it has been so rewarding, so filling. But just love the process. I throw on some anime, like reruns of my favorite anime, and I'll listen and like peek and watch when I can while I'm doing my nails, and that's just my safe space. That's my happy spot. So this is my current nails. I'm gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes for my nails to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll clean them up officially and put on some moisturizer. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so it's already been like, I think 3 minutes. I'm honestly kind of impatient right now. So I wanna just kind of get to cleaning up my nails a little bit on the outside. I'm gonna use this fine tip brush here. This I find does a way better job actually getting into the creases of where I need. Now, I wanna give a disclaimer. If you are impatient like me and you're already kind of going in to clean up your nails, Keep in mind that if you apply too much pressure because they're still drying, you will drag that nail polish, and it will be stable, but it'll have creases in your nails, so it won't look as crystal clear, beautiful, amazing. So I'm gonna go in right here. I do want to show you though, my nails are pretty good right now, pretty hard already. I'm gonna take some of this. Acetone is not the best choice for this. I would say regular is probably better, but I'm kind of just winging it right now, and I am familiar, so if you're a first-time person, I would say to use regular nail polish remover. This is pretty intense acetone, but I'm gonna try to focus on just slowly chipping that away, applying just the right amount of pressure. You can also go in with your own nail and just kind of pull anything that might be still drying. Now, this won't be 100% perfect probably. Oh, you can see my impatience. I already tugged my nail polish, so to try to reverse, oh shoot. To try to reverse this, I'm gonna try to pull down. I don't want too much acetone because I don't want it to bleed onto my actual nail. We just want the perfect amount here. So this nail is a little messed up. Oh well, that's okay. I can live. I won't die. I go in, just try to lightly clean up this. We're gonna brush this off and keep lightly cleaning this off. Okay, there we go. That's good enough for me. The rest of it, if you have any really difficult ones, you can get it off when your nails are completely dry. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of the basics right now. You can see that milkiness? It's kind of transferring. That's when I gotta clean off my brush and get some fresh acetone or nail polish remover. Pull it off. See? This little bit on my brush. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but that can ruin your manicure. So just try to keep it as clean as possible. Try to focus on bringing it down, not up, because you might drag. You can also pull the skin a little bit. You might drag that nail polish where you don't want to drag it. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna go in with my pointer here. Just clean. Oh, that up. Sorry if I'm not doing a very good job showing you guys. And then I have way too much acetone. I can feel it. Just pull it down. That is about as good as it's gonna get. Everything else that looks like it might be nail polish is probably mostly just my skin, super dry. So we're going to get a light moisturizer, and I'm gonna just moisturize my skin here. All right, so the last part is just moisturizing. So if your nails are not dry enough, I would highly recommend this is a spare brush that is pretty worn, as you can see. It's been through a lot. This here, I'm just going to use it to brush on moisture. So I'm going to use this body lotion. I'm probably just going to put it on the back of my hand here. I'm going to use this body lotion, and I'm just going to moisturize around my fingers to put that moisture back into my skin. I mean, you could wash your hands, but I'm kind of lazy. And then just rub it in. My fingies need it. Oh yeah. Get that moisture in. Already looking so much better. Obviously, like I said, I could probably get some of my cuticles a little bit better, but I'm gonna go see a real manicurist for that because it's just been a while, and sometimes you need the occasional refresh, you know what I mean? So I'm really focusing on trying to get this on my fingers. All right, so there we have it, folks. This is my manicure. Just a few tips for growing out your nails. I find that the square nails are easier and more prone to breaking. However, I think they look amazing. The rounded nails don't break as much, and they are definitely easier to grow out. So if you want to grow them out and then you want to shave them down, whatever it might be, that's what I find. The only supplements I take is Juice Plus, which are fruit and veggie capsules. And that's really about it. Just making, I think like the biggest thing is like your nails will grow naturally, obviously, but they're gonna grow better and stronger if you're paying attention to them. So I encourage you to really pay attention to your hands, pay attention to what they look like, how they feel, and just kind of be proactive for breaks. I always keep a little thing of nail glue in my purse as well, just in case my nail breaks, so I can just glue my nail and it can continue to grow, or, you know, until I can file it down when I get home. But this is my homemade manicure. I actually kind of like how it turned out. My goopy nail polish doesn't look so bad now that my final top coat is on. I don't think, at least. So this is it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was helpful. If you want to see any cool designs or any other tips, please don't hesitate to let me know. I will show myself. These are my nails. So if you want to see cool designs like this, or if you want other more specific tips and tricks, I don't know, just let me know. Give me a holler down in the comments. Please like and subscribe as well. I'm happy to connect and give you guys as many pointers as I know. So sorry, my dogs are playing in the background. So that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.